Well, folks, things are starting to heat up in the state of Georgia, and no, I am not talking about the climate change-induced increasing temperatures that's another story to deal with. But in terms of Donald Trump's legal problems in Georgia, things are getting very bad. Fani Willis announced that she has concluded her investigation into Donald Trump and his efforts to overturn the state's 2020 election results, and she is effectively ready to go with charges. Unfortunately, she also says those charges are going to come sometime before September 1st. So maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe August 30th. We don't know when the charges are coming. But we do know one thing. Donald Trump got brutally smacked down by Judge McBurney, who was overseeing the investigation yesterday, in a 9-page ruling where not only did he tell Donald Trump that you don't have the standing to kick Fani Willis off of this investigation, but he also called out the former president for using his legal problems to raise money. Let me read you a couple snippets from the judge's ruling. While being the subject or even target of a highly publicized criminal investigation is likely an unwelcome and unpleasant experience, no court has ever held that the status alone provides a basis for the courts to interfere with or halt the investigation. And for some, being the subject of a criminal investigation can, a la Rumpelstiltskin, be turned into golden political capital, making it seem more providential than problematic. Guessing at what that picture might look like before the investigative dots are connected may be a popular game for the media and blogosphere, but it is not a proper role for the courts and formal legal argumentation. Basically telling Trump that, hey, you're claiming that Fani Willis has already made up her mind about your guilt. That's something the media does, something the blogosphere does, which is a word I haven't heard in years. Thanks for bringing it back. But you can't do that. You can't make that claim and say that it's an injury to you while you filed this lawsuit and win. Like, you can't do that because there's no evidence to back it up. The judge then went on to explain the lack of evidence. He said, while both sides have done enough talking, posting, tweeting, and press conferencing to have hit and perhaps stretched the bounds of Georgia rules of professional conduct, neither movement has pointed to any averments from the district attorney or her team of lawyers expressing belief that Trump is guilty or has committed this or that offense. Put differently, the district attorney's office has been doing a fairly routine and legally unobjectionable job of public relations in a case that is anything but routine. So the judge says, listen, you may not like her. Listen, yeah, she did a fundraiser for a Democrat. Yes, she is a Democrat herself. However, you can't point to a single instance in this ongoing investigation where that has changed the way she has done things. People are allowed to have their own personal political beliefs. People are allowed to be outspoken about their political beliefs. But if you can't connect the dots, as the judge says, between her political beliefs and your investigation, then you got nothing. So, effectively, Donald Trump's last best attempt to get this indictment thrown out, to get the investigation thrown out, is dead. Except it's not dead. Because there's two conflicting stories that have been floating around for the last 24 hours. Because another court had already said, Donald Trump, we're going to give you a hearing on August 10th for us to determine, this was from the Superior Court in Georgia, on August 10th, come in for a hearing and we'll hear your arguments as to why Fani Willis should be dismissed from the case. You have to submit your briefs by August 8th. We'll have the hearing on August 10th. So one judge says, nope, not going to happen. You've proven nothing. Another judge says, all right, come on in August 10th. We'll do this. So maybe Trump has another shot. I don't think that case is going to go any differently from the one that Judge McBurney decided yesterday, but we'll have to wait till August 10th to find out. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.